she lost her baby. Her husband's family threw her out the same night. They never knew who she really was. The rain fell relentlessly over the city, heavy and cold, as if the night itself refused to show mercy. Under the dim lights outside St. Mary's Hospital, Anna sat motionless on a metal bench. Her fingers trembled as they clutched a single sheet of paper, thin, official, and devastating. Printed across it were the words no mother ever expects to read: fetal loss. Just hours earlier, the child growing inside her had been alive. Now there was only silence. No flowers surrounded her. No comforting voices whispered reassurance. And most painfully of all, no husband stood beside her to say that everything would somehow be okay. Her phone buzzed. A message appeared on the screen, sent by her mother-in-law. "Come home. The family is waiting." Anna stared at the message for a long moment. Through her exhaustion and grief, she allowed herself to believe, just briefly, that perhaps they wanted to comfort her. She had no idea that this summons would mark the final moment of her marriage. Anna had met Mark while living a quiet, ordinary life. She worked a modest office job, dressed simply, and spoke little about her past. She never bragged, never explained where she came from, and never felt the need to prove herself. From the very first dinner, Mark's family made their judgment clear. His mother once whispered, loud enough for Anna to hear, that she did not look like someone from their world. They never asked about her parents, never cared to know her story. To them, Anna was merely a woman who had married well. Throughout 3 years of marriage, Anna endured their disapproval in silence. Family dinners were filled with cold pauses and forced smiles. Casual insults were disguised as jokes, and lingering glances weighed her worth without a word. Mark rarely defended her. He chose silence instead, and Anna slowly learned that silence could wound more deeply than cruelty. When Anna became pregnant, she believed, naively, that everything would finally change. It did not. Mark's family cared about only one thing: the baby's gender. His sister once remarked with a half smile that if it were a boy, Anna might finally be useful. Anna attended her medical appointments alone. At night, she rested her hands over her belly and prayed for nothing more than her child's safety. Then came the pain, the rushed hospital visit, the frantic doctors, and finally, the unbearable stillness. When Anna returned to the house that night, the living room lights were already on. Mark's entire family sat waiting, their faces stern and unmoving, as though they were preparing for a trial. Without a word, her mother-in-law slid a stack of papers across the table. They were divorce papers. Anna's voice shook as she whispered that she had just lost their baby. Her father-in-law slammed his hand on the table and said the family did not keep women who brought misfortune. Mark avoided her eyes and told her to sign, saying that everything was over. Anna refused. It did not matter. They had prepared everything in advance. A suitcase stood by the door, empty. She was told to take her personal belongings and leave that night. Rain soaked her clothes as the door slammed shut behind her. She stood alone in the darkness, her body aching, her heart shattered, with nowhere to go. 3 days passed. Mark's family assumed Anna had vanished for good. What they did not know was that, during those same days, an international law firm had been desperately searching for her. Missed calls and unread emails filled her phone, all bearing the same subject line: regarding the estate of Mr. Jonathan Hale. Anna was never an ordinary woman. Jonathan Hale, her grandfather, was the founder of a global logistics empire. Years earlier, after a bitter family dispute, Anna had chosen to disappear from that world. She changed her surname, concealed her identity, and lived quietly, determined to build a life and a marriage based on love rather than wealth. In a cramped rented room, her phone rang again. A calm voice on the other end addressed her as Mrs. Anna Hale and requested her presence at the reading of the will. Anna remained silent for a long moment before answering that she would be there. The conference room was quiet, formal, and tense. Mark's family sat among the attendees, believing they had been invited by mistake. Then Anna walked in. She stood taller than before, her expression steady. The lawyer rose to his feet and announced that the sole heir to the estate and controlling shares was Anna Hale. No one moved. No one breathed. Mark's mother dropped her handbag. Mark stood abruptly and said he had not known. Anna met his eyes and replied that he had known enough to throw her out. She then turned to the lawyer and instructed him to terminate all partnerships with Mark's family company. It took only one sentence. 3 months later, the company collapsed. 1 year later, Anna stood before her child's grave. She whispered that his mother had survived. Then she walked away without looking back, because the truth, when it finally arrives, always comes at exactly the right time.